My name is James Igor Matthew. Today I'm going to be presenting about the topic of global warming. These are my table of contents. So, beginning this presentation, we will discuss what global warming is, the causes of global warming, and then we will move on to global warming's impact, and finally, we will discuss how we can help reduce global warming. So, what is global warming? Global warming is a phenomena where the Earth becomes warmer. This is when the sun's rays enter our atmosphere and some of the heat is reflected off the Earth's surface and goes into space. However, some are left in our atmosphere, causing our planet to become hotter. So, based on this diagram, we are able to see that the sun's rays enter the Earth's atmosphere as light and heat energy. So, these yellow arrows represent the sun's rays entering our atmosphere. This red arrow here represents some of the heat which is reflected from the Earth's surface and escapes here in this green arrow. So the rays travel here, get reflected, and escape into space. However, some of the heat from the sun's rays actually get absorbed by the greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, represented by this black arrow. The greenhouse gases, we shall discuss them in the next slide. Due to the heat being absorbed, this causes Earth to get hotter. So, what causes global warming? As previously mentioned in the first slide, I mentioned that global warming is caused by greenhouse gases. But what are these so-called greenhouse gases? So, global warming is caused by the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is an occurrence where gases such as carbon dioxide and methane, and these two gases are the most common greenhouse gases which will be mentioned in most things regarding global warming. So, these greenhouse gases absorb the heat from the sun, causing the Earth and its atmosphere to grow hotter. Based on this diagram, similar to the one in the beginning, so this atmosphere here is filled with the greenhouse gases previously mentioned, such as carbon dioxide and methane. When the sun's rays enter our Earth, the greenhouse gases of carbon dioxide and methane absorb the heat from these rays, which causes Earth, our planet, to grow hotter. So, global warming's impact. How does global warming impact us? Well, global warming may impact us quite heavily. Global warming is responsible for phenomena such as climate change, which causes unpredictable weather conditions, rising sea levels due to ice caps melting in the north and south poles, changes in migration patterns. As climates become colder or hotter and the seasons change, the migration patterns of birds, insects, and animals may change as well. Changes in distribution. Some animals may extend their range as climate change makes conditions more favorable. However, for some animals, their range may shrink and may cause some to disappear completely from an area or a country. And finally, reduced biodiversity. As the climate changes, many organisms will be unable to survive and will become extinct. How do we reduce global warming? Reducing global warming. In order to reduce global warming, it's quite simple really, and all we have to do is follow these few steps. In order to reduce global warming, we must reduce the greenhouse effect. We can do this by driving around less, recycle more, reduce energy usage in our homes, walk, cycle, or use public transportation more. By following these few steps, we are able to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and successfully reducing the greenhouse effect and help reduce global warming together, step by step. Thank you for listening.